A woman lay in the bathtub, her eyes seductive and alluring. The sight made him unable to resist lowering his head. He obediently poured wine for her, not daring to look directly at her the entire time. The woman pinched his face and slowly drew closer. The next second, the man suddenly snapped back to reality. Everything that had just happened was merely his fantasy. In order to secure investment funding, the man had learned that a female investor preferred conducting business meetings at hotels. He arrived at the hotel, mentally prepared to make whatever sacrifice was necessary for his child's future. Upon entering the room, he found the woman wearing a bathrobe. She sat elegantly in a chair, telling him she wanted to give him an opportunity. The man assumed he understood what she meant. When the woman turned to pour tea and looked back, the man had already stripped completely naked. The woman was instantly frozen in shock. She angrily demanded to know what he was doing. The man explained that he had specifically worked out that day and guaranteed he would satisfy her. Furious, the woman grabbed whatever was within reach and hurled it at him. The man had completely misunderstood her intentions. Just like that, he was thrown out of the room and even kicked out by security guards who treated him like a pervert. It turned out the entire situation had been a misunderstanding on the man's part. The woman had previously tried a skincare serum from his company by chance and found it highly effective. She had wanted to offer him a business collaboration opportunity, never expecting him to misinterpret things so dramatically. After this embarrassing incident, the man resigned from his job immediately. As he packed his belongings and returned home, he discovered his son sitting alone downstairs. He nervously asked what had happened. His son informed him that the bicycle was missing. The man first brought his son back home, where he noticed a notice posted at the door indicating that a neighbor had confiscated the bicycle. Furious, he went to pound on the neighbor's door. A stranger answered, and the man immediately launched into accusations, demanding the return of his son's bicycle. The person asked him to wait a moment. Then a familiar voice called out. He turned around and was shocked to discover it was the female investor. His anger instantly diminished by half. The woman's expression grew even colder upon seeing that her neighbor was him. She informed him that if he wanted the bicycle back, he would need to compensate her $6,500. The man was completely stunned. The woman explained that his bicycle had blocked the fire escape and brought up his inappropriate behavior from that morning. There was a legitimate reason why she had confiscated the bicycle. During her move that day, a moving worker had tripped over the bicycle. She had compensated the worker for medical expenses, and her own belongings had been damaged as well. Therefore, she expected the man to provide compensation. The demand was entirely reasonable. After hearing the full explanation, the man quickly took his son back home. Once there, he checked his savings and realized he simply did not have $6,500. While he was worrying about this predicament, his former boss reached out to invite him to dinner. It turned out that after the man's resignation, many critical tasks at the company remained unhandled and no one else could take them over. The company was now in complete chaos, forcing the boss to ask him to return. The man seized this opportunity to negotiate for a salary increase.